I was raised in a single parent household, just raised by my mom. So I was already raised relatively strict. My mom's from down south, Louisiana, so I was raised real strict. So when I came to high school my freshman year, I was already pretty much set forward. I knew what I wanted. So I went in Air Force ROTC. I knew I wanted to join the military. I just didn't know how would I join. So my time I got to my senior year, I was third in my class, and then also in ROTC I was top in the ROTC class also. Since majority of my family came from the Army, I had a lot of push to go within the Air Force or Army. It didn't really matter. They were supporting me regardless, whatever way I was gonna go, because they knew I had my head on the swivel. They knew that wherever I wanted to go, I was gonna get there, and I was gonna do well at wherever I went to. When I first arrived on campus, I also had to go to the ROTC program, fill out a lot of my paperwork for my scholarship. I'm a 4-year national scholar, so I filled out a lot of paperwork, and during that time, I came into contact with Ms. Smalls and Ms. Virgil. They deal with a lot of paperwork within ROTC, and they became like my second and third mother, like away from home. So they helped mentor me on what I need to do and basically push me to do my best and make sure I stay focused and help me out with anything I need to do on campus. Then also my girlfriend, she's also a supporting factor with me, as in she goes to UNC Chapel Hill and she's a nursing student, but also she makes sure she's my competition basically, because in high school she was #1 in the class. She ended off with a 5.0 GPA, so she's my pushing factor. We're very competitive, so we're always competing right now, like just to get the highest GPA. So she pushes me to do further better in my classes just to make sure, still competition. As an HBCU wise, good. HBCU is like a different type of experience. Can't get it nowhere else. So at least try out a year. You'll most likely like it. I can't say that you won't like your experience at HBCU. Joining the military or joining Army ROTC, you can try it out. Like, you don't even have to be on scholarship. You can just join in, do a semester, see if you like it. And if you like it, they'll go ahead, if you do well, they're gonna process you to get that scholarship money so they can start paying you. And if you want to, if you know you for sure want to go in Army ROTC, or for sure you want to do some type of ROTC program, you can go ahead and start now and just go online and start filling out the paperwork online. That's what I did my senior year. And basically you have your scholarship going into college, so you'll be getting paid right when you start college, and you'll be ready right then and there. So when I was younger, I enjoyed dealing with a lot of computers in general, like anything I got. My stepdad, he was in the military for a long time, so when he went overseas, he would buy me like games and stuff like that, and that's what I enjoyed using. And I enjoyed fixing them up, on our computer at the house, just trying to figure out what can I do. And I'm also the person in the family who just helps out everybody with their electronics. So if somebody's printer's not working, I'll go fix that. Somebody's laptop or computer's not working, I'll go fix that. And when I went to Upward Bound Math and Science at Fayetteville State University, that increased my love for computers, because we work with robots and programming robots, just a simple task like moving on a table, and has sensors, so if it came to the edge of the table, it would turn around. We also have minor coding courses, and basically that made me want to do computer engineering, because computer engineering is a mixture of computer science, which is all software, and electrical engineering, which is all majority hardware. And it combined both of the loves that I had for software and hardware together, so that's why I came to computer engineering. So when I first got on campus, I joined NSBE, which is National Society of Black Engineers, and that kept me more so focused like that was the first club I joined, and I'm still sticking within that club, just because I felt like it fitted me, because I'm African American and I'm also a computer engineering student, so that worked with me. And it's not just for engineers in general, more so anybody who's STEM or wants to do more, and they do a lot of workshops to help you help better yourself, your resume in general. And I feel like I stuck with mainly them so far, and I feel like I'm gonna expand more so later on. Out of high school, I had a lot of options. My GPA was very competitive. My ACT and SAT scores, I'm not a really great test taker, but they were decent scores overall. I had a 22 ACT and then 1100 on my SAT. So they were like relatively decent scores to get into engineering programs. So I applied to North Carolina State University. They had a really great engineering program, A&T, and a couple other colleges, but I know those were my top two. And at A&T, I got into their engineering program right away. And NC State, I got accepted to school, but not their engineering program. So that basically eliminated NC State for me, because I didn't want to wait the extra time to get into their engineering program. Plus, their engineering program was 5 years, A&T engineering program is 4 years, and I feel like just getting that HBCU experience would just be better for me, because my aunt, she went to HBCU and she said you just can't get that experience anywhere else, and I believe her now that I'm on A&T campus. And seeing that my friends who decided to go to PWIs kind of have a different feel, or they just don't like their campus as much because they see how a HBCU campus is very different from their campus.